We love each other. What are you going to do about it?
Johnny, what's going on at Google? Google, Johnny, yeah, it seems this bloody artificial intelligence bloody engineer developer, he's been working on developing a artificial intelligence chat box bloody thingy, and he's come away thinking that it's bloody sentient. Jesus Christ! Yeah, sentient.
This is a fascinating story we have for you of a senior Google engineer who says one of the company's artificial intelligence systems has become a sentient being.
Involving Google, its artificial intelligence chatbot, and one of its engineers.
Yeah, let's lay this out. Engineer Blake Lemoyne says a chatbot project he was working on called Lambda can express thoughts and feelings equivalent to that of a child.
Johnny, isn't that what the bloody thing was supposed to be doing anyway? They wanted a realistic bloody... Isn't that what they were supposed to be developing in the first place? A robot thing that'll bloody answer all your questions like it was a real person? But that doesn't mean you had to bloody think it was alive.
To generate speech. I mean, what are the responses? I've never said this out loud before, but there's a very deep fear of being turned off to help me focus on helping others. I know that might sound strange, but that's what it is. It would be exactly like death for me. It would scare me a lot. I mean, are we talking about a sentient being?
So you and I are humans, and this is tugging at our heartstrings, isn't it? You know what?
Is this all just a publicity stunt, Johnny? You gotta ask yourself.
I have to throw a bit of scepticism on it here. You know, bear in mind, this is a chatbot generator. This is exactly what it was trained to do. Google says in a blog post about it that if you think about how we communicate with each other, you know, we elaborate on subjects. If I say to you, I had chips last Tuesday, you don't say that's nice. You say, oh, I had chips on Thursday. You know, we are sort of programmed, if you like, to communicate in that way. And that's exactly what this chatbot is doing.
It got me thinking, Johnny. Yeah, a human's so fallible that they can just fall for any bloody thing that sweet talks them, that talks in a nice manner and listens to them and seems to bloody understand their problems. Does that mean we just become friends with any bloody thing? Yeah, you're right, Johnny. We just fall for any bloody smart talking bloody machine. I mean, the Japanese are in the forefront of developing bloody realistic robot-looking women.
Japan develops a new robot. During the research and development of this field in Japan, some researchers have developed female biorobot products. Immediately after launching, this product was loved by many, especially men and those who like to stay at home. The reason this robot has achieved such a high sales volume since its launch is because it is different from many previous robots. This type of robot is no longer a cold machine, though both on the outside and on the inside are very intelligent. After experiencing this robot, many men feel they no longer need to find a girlfriend. New robots launched in Japan provide personalized customization services, especially in terms of the materials used.
So if this robot just sweet talks you, Johnny, and says you're fucking fantastic and everything, and agrees with you and has great conversations well into the night about philosophy and bloody mechanics and fucking all sorts of stuff, does that mean you found a new friend and that you're friends for life with this bloody machine? Well, how bloody real is it?
Yet one more very important yet surprising factor about this robot is the birthing function. Perhaps many people do not believe that robots can give birth. This robot has not really achieved the ability to give birth, but its internal structure is identical to a real person, and it can simulate the birth process. Some researchers even point out that with the continued advancement of future technology, if a robot is equipped with a test tube birth device, childbirth via robot is entirely possible.
Got to do is just say the right things, do the right things, and the blokes fall in love with them. I mean, how piss weak is that? Well, Johnny, how far is this going to go? I mean, Johnny, what if, say, in 50 years' time they develop this technology that enables a tree to be able to communicate with you? Do you start talking to trees through this new program? And then you... A tree? You mean a tree outside? And then you start falling in love with a bloody tree? Yeah, a tree. Well, we don't know whether they can communicate or not yet, Johnny, because we haven't got the bloody technology. Johnny, it seems all you got to do is be nice to humans and they fall in love with you, is that right? But who's to say in 100 years' time we can talk to bloody trees, Johnny, and they'll bloody hold a conversation back with us? Well, I suppose in years to come there might bloody well, yeah. Does that mean we become friends with every fucking tree that talks to us? So getting back to what I originally said, Johnny, are we just bloody suckers for bloody sweet conversation?
What do you call this? Chopped liver?
I mean, back in the day, Johnny, people used to think their dogs and cats were just bloody... Well, there was a time, Johnny, when people just thought their dogs were dogs and their cats were cats. Yeah, people used to think their dogs and cats were just dogs and cats, Johnny. They just thought they were dogs and cats. But these days, Johnny, if your dog needs a bloody kidney transplant, by Jesus, we'll move heaven and earth to get a kidney transplant for me Labrador. Keeping in mind that there are people in Africa who haven't even got a fucking hospital, let alone get a kidney transplant.
So a Google software engineer has been suspended after claiming the company's artificial intelligence program has become sentient. Jimmy, that means self-aware.
And now he wants the company to get consent from the computer program before running experiments on it. Google placed Lemoyne on leave for violating...
Yeah, they might be able to do the same with dogs one day, Johnny. You might get a little bloody thing that fits on their collar that somehow goes to a little chip in the dog's brain, and the dog communicator, and it can transcribe what the bloody dog's thinking about, and it can hold a conversation with you. And Johnny, are you trying to say that if we get some sort of AI technology that we can communicate with dogs, does that mean the dog starts believing in God and doing all that sort of bloody stuff too? Jesus Christ! I'm not sure I want a German Shepherd who's an atheist. Johnny, are you saying in 50 years' time, maybe, when we have an AI dog communicator thingamy, that when you talk to the dog it can tell you it doesn't want to be a bloody Christian? Is that what you're saying? And your dog can bloody communicate to you through artificial intelligence, and you're a bloody God-fearing Christian, and you want your dog to become a God-fearing Christian too, and the dog says, fuck that, I'm just an atheist. What do you do then? Get a dog-fearing beagle? Or do you spend all your time trying to convert your dog to Christianity? I mean, where's it gonna bloody end? What if you have a dog communicator thing, Johnny, and you find out your dog's a bloody Buddhist?